Hello everyone, this is John from John Hutton Golf Channel. Um, I just want to explain to you um, why there's no more golf videos for the last over 2 weeks now. Um, you probably remember back, I said I was going to try a course of antibiotics as an experiment. Well, that's what happened. I tried the course of antibiotics for 4 days and nothing really changed. But on the fourth night, I had my reaction thing, my episode that I normally have. Stroke-like episode with cramps and weakness and God knows what. Only this time it didn't stop. It went on for 3 nights. I was in severe pain. There, totally weak down my right side, couldn't speak or anything like that. And chronic, all my symptoms that I had, like the throbbing in the eyes, the cramping shooting down my arm and everything like that, wouldn't stop. Second night, I was in bed, the paramedics had to come and they said, at first we thought this is a migraine, this is worse than a migraine. See how he does overnight. I had a high temperature, about 38. See how he does overnight, and we'll see from there. Third night comes, and this has never happened to me in my life. I started hallucinating. I got out of bed, I don't remember this, but I got out of bed. I was spinning round and round the room. I was walking up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. The room. I was seeing 3 of my parents. I was saying, don't touch this, don't touch that. I was seeing networks of tunnels, faces, and it was scary. It was very scary. Now, I don't remember much of this, but apparently I was saying, don't touch this, don't touch that. I was saying, where's Geraldine? I was saying, I want to live, I want life. I don't want to die. Because it was so scary, I felt like I was going to die, hallucinating. Now, I don't know what happened. But I ended up, the paramedics came back out and they took me into hospital. They put me in a chair. I got into hospital. Now, I don't know this because I wasn't aware of this, but apparently I got out of my chair and I was just wandering around the hospital, seeing things that don't touch this, don't touch that. There's tunnels everywhere. There's networks everywhere. Look at those webs. Look at these spiders' webs. Where are these spiders' webs coming from? What's that face doing there? It was scary. It was scary, and I honestly thought, I mean, don't worry about it now because I don't think that. But at that time, I thought I was going to die. I really thought I was going to die. That's how scary those hallucinations were. Because I was wandering around the hospital, the staff came out, they got 2 coppers onto us, strapped me onto a bed, held me onto a bed, restrained me. Basically, they said, we think you've been taking illegal drugs. They asked me the question, are you taking the blue pill, son? Are you taking LED? Are you taking ecstasy, magic mushrooms? What are you taking? And I said to them all, I've taken antibiotics, my prasidolone, and whatever else the paramedics gave us, which I didn't know. And apparently it was paracetamol, codeine, and nothing was stopping the pain, so they give us a shot of morphine. Now, the doctor came in and he said, the 2 things I can think of here. 1, infection, bacterial infection. Possibility. 2, you've had a horrific reaction to the antibiotics. Or it could be the mix of the two. So can't be sure. Says, but you have to go back to your GP. You've got to go back to your gastro. And you've got to say everything that's happened. Now, at the time, I wasn't taking it all in. But the pain, the waves I used to have, everything turned permanent. Everything's gone way too far and gone permanent now. I couldn't sleep. Now, when they said to me, go back to the GP, I just went, no, why? Because all my GP's ever said is, I mentioned all these symptoms to her and everything, and all she's ever been bothered about is, how's your mental health? Not interested in treating the physical symptoms. It's just, all right, you got all this, so how's your mental health? He says, all right, okay. So basically, after that episode and everything, I was in the hospital for 2 nights. And I came back round. I was still seeing stars and shapes and everything. But apparently I don't know if I've mentioned it. Maybe I haven't. Having my brain fog's not. It's the worst it's ever been. But I was walking up and down the room. I was not being aggressive, but I was shouting things. Where's Geraldine? I want life. Blah blah blah. And in the hospital, I was the same. They gave us some morphine and some diazepam to calm us down and stop the pain. But every now and again, I would just try and jump up from the police officers. And I remember getting out of the room. I can remember this. And I says, you've got to help me. You've got to help me. I'm going to die. You've got to help me. I'm going to die. Obviously, I don't think that now, but I'm going to die. I'm going to die. You're going to have to help me here. I'm going to die. And he says, all right, just go back in the room, stay calm. And I couldn't stay calm because I was hallucinating. I said, look, I'm hallucinating here. I'm seeing 3 of yous. I'm seeing faces. You're going to have to help me. You're going to have to help me. I'm seeing stars. I'm seeing faces. I'm seeing tunnels. I'm seeing networks. Don't touch that. Don't touch that. Don't touch that. You'll die. Don't touch that. Apparently that's what I was saying. The doctor told me all this. I says, I don't remember a damn thing. I don't remember a damn thing. I says, but I do know one thing. I was scared for my life. And now these symptoms are so bad now, I'm scared again. I'm scared. Flat out, honestly, I'm scared. Now, because this happened to me, I didn't know this, but when I went back home, they sent out this mental health crisis team. Now, at first I just thought it was the postman or something. They opened the door up and they said, can I come in? And you, John Hutton, went, yes, he's can I come in? I was, yeah, and he says, I'm from the mental health crisis team. The hospital told me to come in about your mental health, that you've got severe mental health problems, that you were hallucinating and stuff. I says, yeah, but it only happened once. I said, and the doctor said it was from a bad reaction of drugs and everything. He says, oh, no. The doctor at A&E told your GP, and your GP thinks you had a total mental breakdown. That basically I'm a nutter. I said, you're joking. I said, I'm a bloke in pain. I'm not a nut job. I'm a bloke in pain, and I'm worried these symptoms are getting so bad that something bad's going to happen. He says, well, that's not what the GP thinks. Your GP thinks you're a nutter. and you need mental health treatment. And if you don't take mental health treatment, you're going to end up in a mental health home. Now, my parents said this is the first time this has ever happened to John. We think it's been a bad reaction to the drugs. We also think that there's something irritating the life out of them. And it's the two together. And this is, well, this is not, this is not what the GP thinks. This is not what the doctor at the hospital thinks. They think John has severe mental health problems, that he hallucinated, blah, 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 and he needs to be on drugs to stop that. Otherwise, he's going into a mental home. That's our assessment of him. And I said at the time, you can't put me in a mental home without either my parents signing me up or, without me agreeing to it. That says, well, if we assess you and we don't think you're safe or competent in making your own choices, we can put you away. And that's what we feel what you were like in that hospital. They said, so basically what you're going to have to do start a mental health drug. Otherwise, you're going into a home. And they started me in diazepam to start off with to try and calm me down, which it's not going to work. It's not going to stop the pain and stuff. I'm still agitated and angry because of this pain non-stop, and it's really bad now. And I can't even sleep. They start me on diazepam, and then they want me on one of these SSRI drugs or something that totally numbs you. It makes you dummy. My parents are scared, I'm scared, and my dad says, listen, I'm going to try my damn best that you don't end up taking up one of these drugs, but if you don't have an option, you're going to have to do it because we don't want you in a mental home. And now the doctors, my GP, it's all down to bloody her and that doctor in the hospital, and she's always been sort of, how's your mental health, and she's never been bothered about the physical side. I saw Dr. Spade today, my gastro, and he is interested in the physical side, thank Christ, because he knows I've got colitis, he knows I've got these issues, but my GP is not bothered. She's never gave us one damn bit of treatment. Not one. So I've started a course for about 4 or 5 days now on this diazepam. For one episode where I had a bad mix of drugs and I ended up hallucinating. And the pain and everything hasn't gone away, so I'm always moaning and complaining and stuff, and I can't keep it into myself now because the pain's so bad I can't sleep and everything. And not sleeping on its own makes you bonkers. The last 14 days, I must have had about 10 hours sleep. Because of all the pain, and they don't see that. So a week after this, I says, I haven't got any choice. I'm going to have to go back to A&E and say, look, you're going to have to stop the pain and you're going to have to help me sleep. And they prescribed this promethazine or something, which is a short-term drug to help you sleep. And it does help me sleep. But it's not getting to the solution, is it? It just knocks me out for 8 hours. When I'm taking this diazepam, I have to take it twice a day. When I take it in the morning, then at lunchtime, I'm a dummy all the way up to about 4 o'clock. Then it's 7, 8 at night. I've got to take it again, and I'm a dummy again, and I just go blank. I'm due to take it in about 10 minutes. Now, all of yous out there who've watched my videos, including my family, my friends, even complete strangers that I've never met, you've seen all my videos. Do I sound insane? Do I sound like someone who's got severe mental health problems? Because I don't think I do. I think I'm perfectly sane. I've just got irritation and pain, which would drive anyone nuts. And anyone can hallucinate. Anyone can have a bad reaction on drugs. Anyone can end up in such severe pain that they yell and shout because they're in such severe pain. Now, I don't believe it's come to this. Your parents say, well, at least it'll sedate you. Says, oh, that's good. Sedated. That's brilliant. In pain and sedated. Being a zombie, that's brilliant. And they said, after this week's course, we're going to try our damn best to make sure you don't go on long-term mental health drugs, because we know that's not the problem. We know that anxiety and fear and depression's now there because your life's totally gone because of this pain and irritation and these episodes. But you're not a nutter. You're not bonkers, you're not crackers, you've just had a bad reaction to the drugs and it's made everything worse. But that's it, and on diazepam you obviously can't drive. With the severe pain, I can't play golf anymore. And even if I have this next episode, I don't even know if I'm going to have relief. In fact, I don't even know what's going to happen, if I'll end up spark out with it. I just don't know, because it's that bad. It's never been this bad. But that's the situation, folks. That's why I can't play golf. That's why I can't do anything. I'm just in agony. I'm in agony and pain, irritation. And every time I go to the toilet, this is why it's happening now. I've seen Dr. Spate today. My GP has gone behind me back. He told me this. My GP went behind me back and said to Dr. Spate, don't give him any more treatment. It's all mental health. And Dr. Spate went, you're joking. He said to me, he says, your GP, Dr. Finnemore, said not to give you any more treatment because it's all mental health. He says, I told her straight, I says, he's got severe ulcerative colitis. He's got PSC. Now, he says, the ulcerative colitis, he says, it could be bacterial, it could be autoimmune, but he's got it and he needs treatment for it. And he says, you can't just say you're not going to give him treatment, because you could make that lad very, very ill by just saying it's just mental health. He says, I know for a fact it's not. He says, I know colitis can cause all sorts of different things. He says, if your diarrhea is getting through your system and everything, it can cause havoc, it can cause joint pain, it can cause headaches, it can cause throbbing in arms and legs and feet and God knows what you're getting. And it needs treatment. He says, you cannot not treat it. He said, so he says, listen, John, he says, I have treated 200 people for colitis. and every single one I've managed to get right. And he says, I will not stop until I get you right. I will not stop until I get you right. He says, that's my promise. He says, I don't care what Finamua says. That's mental health. I know what colitis can do. He says, and I know what chronic pain can do. And I know fine well, speaking to you, you sound perfectly sane. You're just irritated and in pain. He said, some things I mightn't be able to help you with. He says, but let's treat the colitis and we'll see what's left. If your eyes are still going, everything like that, we'll try and look at other areas. He says, but Dr. Finamua is wrong. You need treatment. And somebody needs to help you. Otherwise, this will just continue on and on and on and on. Now, I don't know if I'm ever going to be back on the golf course until I'm right. I say till I'm right. I don't know now if I'm going to get right because of what Finamua said, saying no more tests, no more out. And Spade just said, no, she can't do that. She can't do that. She hasn't got any right to tell you what you can and cannot have. If you're ill, you need treatment. But I can't believe it's come to this, having to take a mental drug. And it's not even calming me down, it's just numbing my brain. And that's it. It's numbing my brain and that's it. Right now I've got severe throbbing behind my eyes, cramp shooting down there and everything. Something's causing this. Painful tremors, and I just can't sleep because it's permanent. It's absolutely permanent, and that's why I can't do any videos. But I will try and get myself right. I will try and be out for you. I just don't know when I'm going to be out on the golf course. So until I am better, until I get back out on the golf course, I wish you the best. I wish you all the best with your golf. Keep playing, keep enjoying, keep improving, and for goodness sake, never take your health for granted. Never ever take your health for granted, because one day you might end up in a position where you can't do anything anymore like me. And I've got lots of regrets. But please enjoy your golf. Video wise, there's loads of people to watch rather than me. I know a lot of you enjoy my channel and everything. I will try my damn best to get back out there, but the symptoms are so chronic. It's so severe that there's a possibility I'm not going to get back out. But thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. And yeah, I wish you all the best with your golf. Best of luck to all of yous. It's a great sport. Most of all, do not take your health for granted. Bother with people who bother with you, who love and care with you, and the people who don't, forget about them. But please have no regrets, because I've got loads that I wish I could have done and said and changed. It's too late. It's too late. Thanks everybody. Hopefully I'll see you soon. Hopefully I might be back out there. But I really don't know anymore. I really don't know. Thanks very much, everybody. See you later. Bye for now. Bye.